Vraylar to an antidepressant is clinically proven to help relieve overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone. And in Vraylar clinical studies, most saw no substantial impact on weight. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke, report unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults, report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, as these may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, weight gain, and high cholesterol may occur. Movement dysfunction and restlessness are common side effects. Stomach and sleep issues, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are also common. Side effects may not appear for several weeks.
I didn't have to change my treatment. I just gave it a lift.
Ask about Vraylar and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
How can you sleep on such a firm setting?
Okay. Mine is almost the same as yours.
Almost. Just another word for not as good as mine.
Save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed, plus special financing and free home delivery when you add any base. Only at Sleep Number.
Black market Ozempic? It's the wonder drug some are using to lose weight. But what do you get when you buy knockoffs on the black market without a prescription? Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on Ksee 24.
Make a difference in the community. Become an attorney. Make it happen at San Joaquin College of Law.
Well, I've been an employer now for 25 years, and when I'm looking to hire a lawyer, I try to find the best and the brightest from San Joaquin. People that go to school here are committed to the Valley. San Joaquin College of Law really is the heart and soul of the legal community in the Central Valley.
San Joaquin College of Law. One degree, a world of options.
In 10 years, Lisa Schneider will have an amazing second act, thanks to career reskilling courses from AARP to help make sure her income lives as long as she does. The younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News Sunrise.
Good morning. Welcome to Ksee 24 Sunrise. I'm Brody Logan.
And I'm Tara Mitchell. Thank you so much for waking up with us today.
It is 6:01 a.m. on this Thursday, May 25th. Going to give you a live look out over Fresno. For anyone that's trying to get out of town early, Ruben, they're going to be missing a really nice weekend here in Central Valley.
That is true. You might want to stay here because temperatures are going to be fairly pleasant across Central California, not only for the valley, but also for the foothills and the Sierra. We're going to have a good amount of sunshine. Now, up in the mountains, there's the chance of a shower or thunderstorm at the highest rate. But for the valley, blue skies today. We have clear skies out there this morning, 84 this afternoon. We are in the low to mid 50s this morning. There might be a spot or two in the western northern portion of the valley, right around 48, 49 degrees. So it is somewhat a little chilly out there, but our afternoon highs fairly seasonable. Averages 85 and we're close to that. Yosemite has the best chance of maybe seeing a shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. We're just going to see some clouds mainly for Shaver Lake, and in the lower elevations in the foothills, mostly sunny skies for Oakhurst with temperatures in the 70s. It looks like we are going to hold on to these pleasant conditions past the holiday. I'll show you that 70 forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Ruben. Thousands of pounds of meth now off the streets after an elaborate drug operation involving more than a dozen agencies in the South Valley. The operation took 9 months before law enforcement moved in on the drug bust in Tulare County. 35-year-old Armando Gonzalez of Tulare and 39-year-old Carlos Bobadilla of Tulare and 37-year-old Raj Elio Flores of Mexico. They are all now in custody. Officers found nearly 1,000 pounds of crystal meth, a total of 4,000 pounds of liquid meth, more than a dozen firearms, and nearly $50,000 in cash. Detectives believe the drugs came in from Mexico. Were on their way to Sacramento County. Gonzalez and Bobadilla were booked in the Fresno County Jail.
Well, a former prison guard with the women's facility in Chowchilla is facing nearly 100 charges for the rape of several female inmates. The man you're seeing on your screen there is Gregory Rodriguez. Right now, he's facing 96 total charges, and so far 13 victims have been identified. The prosecutors say he started assaulting women back in 2014. Some of the charges include rape with threatening of authority and sexual battery. The Madera County District Attorney says if he's convicted, Rodriguez could face a life sentence.
Some of these allegations date as far back as 2014, but most occurred within the last 2 years. If new allegations come forward, we'll have to investigate those as they go.
Rodriguez started his career with CDCR back in 1995. He was employed in Chowchilla since 2010 and retired in 2022.
California's first partner, Jennifer Seibel Newsom, is releasing a new report addressing youth mental health and social media. The report from researchers at UCLA offers 4 main recommendations for improving youth mental health in online spaces in order to minimize the negative effects of social media and channel its use for potential good.
The fact is, young people are spending too much time online when their emotional regulation, critical thinking skills, and cognition are still in development, and the content they're exposed to has the potential to be overly influential and even dangerous.
The report also reflects elements of the California Partners Project, We Hear You campaign, which created a youth ambassador program to provide leadership training and space for young female leaders to connect around shared experiences on social media.
Well, a drug shortage is now impacting health facilities throughout the United States. The medications are typically used to treat diseases spanning from mild infections to cancer. Oncologists are ringing alarm bells about a shortage of key chemotherapy drugs. Now, most of these are the ones that treat major cancers found in the United States.
Ovarian, uterine, cervix cancers, cancers of the bladder, esophagus, testicles, head and neck cancers also are an important group of cancers for which this is a mainstay.
This is part of a larger crisis. About 300 drugs are in short supply across the U.S. right now.
The 2024 presidential race is heating up. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has entered the race for president.
That's right. Well, he announced his 2024 run last night on Twitter, but it did not go off too smoothly.
Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson joins us now with more.
Hey, good morning. DeSantis' announcement last night on Twitter appeared to have so many listeners that it crashed the website. Now, his critics were quick to make fun of it, including President Biden.
I'm Ron DeSantis, and I'm running for president to lead our great American comeback.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis made it official, announcing his bid for the Republican presidential nomination in a campaign video and live on Twitter's audio-only platform called Spaces. The unusual method didn't go as smoothly as DeSantis would have liked. It was delayed by 20 minutes and Twitter's servers crashed. Shortly after the announcement, he appeared on Fox News.
You know, as president, I'm going to make sure woke ideology ends up in the dustbin of history.
DeSantis will take on former President Trump, who is wasting no time with the attacks.
Ron DeSantis. Did anyone ever hear of DeSantis, the sanctimonious?
Other GOP candidates include former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley and South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who jumped in the race this week.
Will you join me?
President Biden's campaign joined in on the action, poking fun at DeSantis' glitchy start, tweeting "This link works," linking to his campaign donation page. Now, as it relates to support here in Washington for DeSantis, most Republican lawmakers have already declared their support for former President Trump. But of course, that could all change given how far we are from the election. Reporting in Washington, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
Rashad, we're just about a week away now from when the government could fall short of paying their debt. So do we have any update on negotiations over the debt ceiling?
As of right now, Republican House negotiators as well as the White House have not come to an agreement just yet. They're going to continue to meet once again on Capitol Hill today and hopefully find an agreement before that June 1st deadline. That's when the Treasury Department says the country will run out of money to pay its bills and could default on its debts. Now, the big sticking point continues to be government spending versus making deep cuts to the federal government.
All right, Rashad Hudson live for us there. Thank you so much for that report.
Ksee 24 Sunrise Time 6:08.
Still had a look at Fetty Wap facing federal sentencing for drug conspiracy. Stick around.
And we're holding on to cooler temperatures across the Central Valley. First, your 40-allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Oak, privet, and Oliver, these top pollens. We are in the medium range through Sunday. I'll show you the pleasant conditions into the holiday weekend as Ksee Sunrise continues.
Now YourCentralValley.com pros who know.
Don't be fooled by imitation stem cell treatments. For real regeneration, we use your own body's stem cells to turn damaged tissue into healthier ones. Call us today for an appointment.
For more expert advice, go to YourCentralValley.com/pros who know.
It was my first accident ever. I was like shaking, I was so scared. When I first reached out to Jacoby & Myers, I didn't know if I had a case or not. As soon as I got a hold of my attorney, she was very, very nice, very kind. Because of Jacoby & Myers, I don't have that pressure to worry about a medical bill or things like that. If I know of any accident, I'm like, call Jacoby & Myers, they'll help you.
If you've been in a serious accident, we are here for you. Call Jacoby & Myers, justice for you since 1972.
The Fresno Madera Ombudsman Program is designed to protect the rights of residents in long-term care facilities. It's a service of Valley Caregiver Resource Center because every resident has rights and deserves respect, dignity, and the best quality of life possible. If you've seen or suspect that someone you know in a care facility has been a victim of neglect or physical abuse, call us immediately. The number is 224-9177 or visit valleycrc.org.
At Marshall's, our buyers hustle every day to get you great deals on all the good stuff. Like this stuff, and that stuff. And ooh, that's some really good stuff. We get the deals, you get the good stuff. Marshall's.
I am here.
I am here.
I am here because our graduates
get good paying jobs. I am here.
I am here.
I am here because they provide free food, tutoring, and laptops.
I am here because they help me with childcare.
I am here because I didn't have to pay for tuition.
My tuition was free.
The State Center Community College District has been helping students for more than a century. You could be here too. Contact us today.
We are here because of the colleges at State Center Community College District.
It's amazing what you can do while you're donating blood.
I can conquer other worlds.
Somebody needs some breast mint.
But what you're really doing
is saving my life.
Saving a life is so easy.
You can do almost anything else while doing it. And it only takes about an hour.
My hero.
Make an appointment now to donate vitally needed blood.
Oh, leave me to clean up the dragon.
You know there are easier ways to look smart than to wear those fake glasses, David.
These aren't fake.
Like getting a home equity line from ECU.
What's like getting a home equity line from ECU?
The easy way to look smart. Try and keep up. Getting a home equity line of credit from ECU allows you to tap into your home's equity for projects around the house.
That is smart.
See? You don't need those fake glasses to look smart. You just need me and ECU. They're not fake.
Visit myeecu.org to see how your family can benefit today.
And our temperatures this afternoon, still nice for this time of year. Might actually stay below average in some parts of the valley. Take you outside to show the sunrise happening right now from our valley cam. This one at Block Construction, Northwest Fresno. You can see the sunlight over the Fresno County mountain range and just a few clouds here and there. We're going to have a good amount of sunshine for the valley, but a few showers and thunderstorms could return to the highest terrain of the mountains. 57 this morning in Fresno. Northwest winds are fairly light. Having lunch outside today, not bad at all. Low 70s at 11 o'clock this morning under mostly clear skies, and most valley spots will be in the mid 70s by noon. So very comfortable out there and comfortable into the afternoon hours for our high temperatures. 84 forecast high, averages 85, so we're close to that. We'll be a little bit warmer on Saturday, then things cool off a little bit on Sunday. We will see some clouds, but again, not expecting any rain for the valley, but the Sierra could still see some showers all the way through Memorial Day. We'll take a closer look at the holiday forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Rapper Fetty Wap was sentenced to 6 years in prison Wednesday for operating a large-scale drug conspiracy, selling kilos of cocaine in New Jersey.
Well, following that sentencing, family and friends left court without saying a word. Well, Fetty Wap pleaded guilty in August to a conspiracy drug charge, which carries a mandatory 5-year prison sentence. Well, he did admit that he participated in a massive drug trafficking racket that moved drugs from the West Coast over to Long Island.
His lawyer said his client started selling drugs when money from his music dried up during the pandemic. He made the worst mistake of his life. He started selling drugs.
Well, the rapper went ahead and apologized in the courtroom, saying, quote, "I'm truly sorry for any pain I've caused. I hurt my community, people who look up to me, my family, and myself." Federal prosecutors say he distributed 20 kilos of cocaine in New Jersey after picking it up on Long Island.
Officials from Norway are saying a beluga whale believed to be trained by the Russian military, has once again been spotted off the Norwegian coast. It was first discovered in 2019 when authorities saw this whale swimming with a camera mounted on its back. Since then, it's had several encounters with people, which have led to it getting hit and injured by boats. Officials think this whale was trained by Russia's Navy, as in the past they have used whales to conduct military operations at sea. The animals are technically a protected species in Norway, as they are native to the area.
Well, D.C. Park Police horses enjoy sips from fountain near the White House. United States Park Police horses enjoyed a splash and a sip from a fountain. Police wrote on social media, quote, "Our horses have their favorite spot to visit when they patrol the National Mall, Memorial Parks," end quote. Drinking from this fountain. I'm very curious, like, where exactly this fountain sits. Is it on the National Mall? Is it right by the White House? I'm just wondering if it tastes good. It looks pretty clear.
Sure, it's nice and fresh.
If it's by the White House, it has to be fresh.
Fresh Anacostia River water.
No, just kidding. If you actually looked at it, it was a little bit.
Anacostia River, right? Not good.
Did you used to be in D.C.?
Yeah, I lived there.
Did you see horses drinking out of fountains?
No.
They were drinking. 24 sunrise time 6:50.
No, if it was like the reflecting pool.
Yeah.
In the National Mall, right? That would be interesting. Still ahead, we check out the changes being made up at Yosemite to make it a safer environment for travelers.
What do I see on Ksee? Stories of everyday people making a big difference. I see our future generations eager to learn, and I love teaching them about weather and climate. These are the students who are going to create the sustainable future that we've all been talking about. They inspire me to keep learning and provide the most accurate forecast possible. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact, and I invite you all to see it here every day on Ksee 24 News.
I'm a happy person, and the majority of the time, if I'm not smiling, that means there's something wrong. One night, me and my husband was laying in bed and we was watching TV, and I was like, wait a minute, he's talking about implants. It is so wonderful to be able to smile when I want to smile. I have teeth that are just there, like teeth are supposed to be. I don't worry about anything now because of my Highbridge doctor. Highbridge changed my life.
You are what you litter. Coffee cups, cigarette butts, food wrappers, soda cans. Litterheads are a major problem. But we all have a choice. Don't be a litterhead. One vision, one mission, one Fresno.
Together, we can beautify Fresno. Find out how at beautifyfresno.org.
At Long John Silver's, our 100% white meat chicken is always just a batter tip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up. Dive into our $6 chicken basket or order ahead at longjohnsilvers.com. Fish yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
It's the final lap of Central Valley Honda dealers' race to save. Don't pass up supercharged savings, like a $279 a month lease on Civic, boldly delivering up to 42 mpg. $279 a month on HRV, with loads of cargo space and available all-wheel drive. And $369 a month on Accord Hybrid, hitting up to 51 mpg. But you gotta get here fast. Our Race to Save event ends Memorial Day.
Cash for Cameras is back Friday through Sunday at Horn Photo. Dig out that old camera gear hiding in your closet and turn it into cash. If you're looking to upgrade, trade in your equipment and get added value when you buy new cameras, lenses, or anything in the incredible Horn Photo selection. Special trade-up opportunities are offered by select manufacturers to really stretch your dollars. Friday through Sunday, it's Cash for Cameras at local employee-owned Horn Photo.
Get local news that matters at the new YourCentralValley.com and your certified accurate forecasts every day. Ksee 24 News is always available at YourCentralValley.com. The latest conditions live. The Ksee 24 Valley Cam Network.
Our temperatures on the cool side, even a little chilly in some parts of the valley this morning, and for a good portion of the West Coast, everyone's feeling the benefit of this cool down that continues today. 50s in Monterey, San Francisco, 57 in Fresno, and 53 in Sacramento. There's fog and low cloud cover along the coast. That's cool air that makes its way to the Central Valley and has a good impact on our temperatures. Things are much more comfortable compared to the last several days when we were in the 90s. 52 this morning in Visalia, 54 for Merced, and 51 for Lemoore. Now, Fresno County southward, for the most part, a little bit cooler compared to this time yesterday, but Merced a little bit warmer. That's not a dramatic change, but that's a sign that the cooling process is slowing down. We're still going to hold on temperatures that might be a little below average for a few days, but obviously the North Valley felt the impact of the cool air first back on Monday, and then everybody felt it yesterday, but we're still going to have comfortable conditions for everyone today, even for the foothill and mountain communities. Speaking of the mountains, live picture from our Valley Cam, powered by Eagle Mountain Casino, this one at Meadow Lakes this morning. We're looking down towards the valley floor. You can see just a little bit of haze out there. That's not unusual because we usually have that issue in spring and summer, but this is the low pressure system cooling us off, bringing us some mild temperatures, and it's helping pull in that cool air from the coast, and it's keeping that ridge of high pressure away from us. But as this trough digs in, it does have a little bit of moisture, so it might help create a few showers and thunderstorms, maybe even trying to pull back some of that monsoon on the backside of the Sierra. So it's just a slight chance, mainly for Yosemite for today. We're not expecting anything in the valley floor because of that push of cool air, cooler, dry air is keeping most of the activity away from the valley, and for the foothills for the most part. But tomorrow, though, we might see a little bit more activity across the Sierra, and that might be the trend into the weekend. Maybe just a few clouds in the valley, but we're still going to have a good amount of sunshine for the rest of the week into most of the holiday weekend. Still got that flood warning in effect for the Merced River at the Bohono Bridge in Yosemite. 84 today in Fresno, averages 85. For the most part here, low to mid 80s across the Central Valley. Very nice for this time of year. It actually feels like May. It actually feels like late spring. For the past week or so, it's felt like summer across Central California. Your Chancey getaway forecast shows there's going to be some showers and thunderstorms possible in Lake Tahoe, Reno this weekend. You're still going to deal with fog and low clouds in Monterey and San Francisco. Partly sunny skies with temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Southern California, Los Angeles, and San Diego seeing fog and cloud cover in the morning, but amount of sunshine with the right mix will push temperatures into the 60s. Palm Springs, though, 90s throughout the weekend. Same deal for Las Vegas with partly sunny skies. 7-day forecast shows temperatures fairly comfortable here at home. We are going to warm up a little bit more on Sunday. Nothing too dramatic, staying close to average for this time of year. We'll see some clouds on the end of the weekend, and for Memorial Day Monday, partly sunny skies with temperatures in the low 80s on the holiday Monday, and then just a minor warm up back to the upper 80s on Wednesday. You can always check out your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com to check it out. For now, we'll send it back to you.
A popular trail in Yosemite National Park is going to get some upgrades very soon. The Mist Trail is getting a $5 million upgrade, which will include improving the bathrooms, signage, and handrails along the 7-mile-long path. Well, that work will take about 3 years to be fully completed. And funding for the renovations come from the Yosemite Conservancy, which is donating a total of $17 million to restore parts of the park and protect wildlife.
The FDA approving a new tool to fight the opioid epidemic. It's a drug called Opvee, which reverses overdoses, similar to Narcan. But unlike Narcan, it can be administered as a nasal spray or injection. Some experts say there could be longer-lasting side effects, like intense withdrawal symptoms. With the new drug, they can last 6 hours or more. With Narcan, the symptoms last 30 to 40 minutes.
Well, Tina Turner, queen of rock and roll, passed away yesterday in Switzerland.
But whatever the reason, you do it for me. Oh, what's love got to do? It's got to do with it.
Well, the U.S.-born star was one of rock icon singers known for her electric stage presence and hits including The Best, Proud Mary, Private Dancer, and of course, What's Love Got to Do with It. Her very powerful voice and perseverance would sell millions of records, along with earning her several Grammys along the way, as well as a Kennedy Center honor and entry into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Tina Turner was 83 years old and will be missed dearly by her fans everywhere. I have not stopped playing that song. I know you've been hearing me sing it.
Yeah.
What's Love Got to Do with It?
She's simply the best.
That's one of my favorite songs, too. A legend indeed. She'll be missed.
Ksee 24 Sunrise Time, 6:23.
Still had a look at a bystander stepping in when he saw an officer getting attacked.
Play with the best.
At Ksee Gold Resort and Casino, we don't just offer fun, we offer you the best. No other casino in the Central Valley rewards its guests more than we do. Only at Ksee.
Coming up on Central Valley today, the perfect place to spend Memorial Day. We have everything happening at Castle Air Museum this holiday weekend. Plus, the American Red Cross of the Central Valley is recognizing Military Appreciation Month. All that and more today at 3 on Central Valley Today.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Head to your Central Valley Chevy dealers today for exciting Memorial Day offers all month long on the legendary Silverado. Get $5,250 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
The wait is over. Semaglutide, the generic for the #1 weight loss drug, is now available at Sylvan Med Spa and Weight Loss. Semaglutide curbs appetite and promotes feelings of fullness by interacting with specific brain regions. Used alongside diet and exercise, it can cause significant weight loss and reduce the risk of diabetes and heart disease. Plus, with 45 years of experience, Sylvan Med Spa is the premier choice for those on their weight loss journey. Book your appointment today at sylvanmedspa.com.
The simplest things in life can be difficult when you suffer from leg pain caused by venous disorders. South Valley Vascular offers the latest in minimally invasive procedures with little to no downtime. Get back to enjoying a full and active lifestyle. Call South Valley Vascular today.
House Junkies buys homes in any condition. If you own a property that is distressed, damaged, even burned,
at House Junkies, we pay more than the average buyer.
Call us if you have bad tenants or need a partner for your investment. And House Junkies helps with tough renovations, assuming all fees and covering all escrow costs.
We pay top dollar. If you're selling, we're buying. Call House Junkies today.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
And temperatures are cool this morning, a little chilly in some parts of the valley. We've got clear skies for the most part and making for a nice sunrise. Here's the view right now. Live picture from our valley cam. This one at Kauai Health in Visalia. Just a few clouds out there this morning. This is part of the trough cooling us off, but we might see a little of that monsoon moisture return to our local mountains, producing a few showers and thunderstorms. But for the most part, things will be dry here in the valley. 52 this morning in Visalia. Southeast winds at 7 miles an hour. Air quality in Tulare, Kings, Madera, and Merced counties good today. Moderate for Fresno County and Sequoia National Park. Temperatures throughout the morning, upper 50s, and that's going to be the case at 7 o'clock. Mid 70s at lunchtime. Our high of 84, close to the average of 85 for this time of year. So it is a little mild for May. There'll be a nice breeze this evening under clear skies and low 80s around 7 o'clock. End of the weekend, more the same. We'll show you a pleasant holiday forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Well, thankfully, some good Samaritans helping a California police officer who was under attack.
Video was taken by one witness who captured a fight between a California Highway Patrol officer and the suspect last week in Santa Ana.
CHP says the man had been accused of yelling at drivers and was issued a warning. Authorities say the suspect then came back to the area and began to fight the officer, pinning him to the ground.
That's when one man ran over and tried to get the suspect off the officer. He was soon joined by others who also rushed in to help. That officer only had minor injuries. Two adults now facing misdemeanor charges after a brawl caught on video near the baggage claim at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport Monday night. My goodness.
Wow, look at everyone just getting involved. Their shirts coming off, everything. Well, according to police, a verbal dispute between three people began while they deplaned and then further escalated near baggage claim. In the video, numerous people are seen entering the altercation and attempting to break it up. I don't know how well they're breaking it up.
People just hate other people on planes.
I don't no.
Police say the 18-year-old man and 20-year-old woman were both charged with misdemeanor battery and were placed into custody.
You know, this airport means a lot to me because I'm from this area and I flew out of there all the time. I've been in that exact area where the brawl is, but I've never seen anything like that growing up. So I don't know what to say.
You know, that's why some people put like a little scarf on their bag, because if you accidentally grab someone else's bag that looks like your bag, this is what can happen.
Well, if you look at where the bags go, look, it's going into the little baggage thing right there.
Yeah.
What do you call it? What, are you just going to roll away?
Man, those people are serious about
How
their
many
bags.
people are involved in this? Like 15?
It's quite a lot. Quite. I like my girl that still has the neck pillow on. She's like, all right, I'm getting comfortable here. Just give me a drink. That's it. Oh, we got live fights here. They have live fights here at O'Hare. I got my neck pillow.
She had her little red hat on too.
Yeah, a little drink.
Is that what you would do? You'd be with Red Hat Girl?
Yeah, oh, I'd be
Watch it
recording
at the Fresno Airport.
Recording with my phone.
Ksee 24 Sunrise time about 6:30.
Oh, I guess my bag will be here soon. Still ahead. We're checking out the second most loved gala, the Pet Gala. Coming up on the other side of the break. There we go.
That's
this
the
is what
dog
we got
I
coming.
want right there.
That's not a Chihuahua.
Even deadlier and more powerful drug than fentanyl. This is not an overdose crisis. This is a poisoning of America crisis. New Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, today at 4 on Ksee 24.
Tonight at Fashion Furniture, hundreds of clearance tags will be posted throughout the store with savings up to 50% on selected closeout items. And then starting tomorrow, be the first to save at the 63rd Annual Memorial Day Clearance at Fashion Furniture.
If you want to walk away with more money at the end of your case, choose Jacoby & Myers at the start of your case. At Jacoby & Myers, we get our clients up to 10 times the original insurance offer. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
We've seen a wet winter season this year. Along with green grass and spring flowers, allergies may start earlier, and COVID, flu, and other viruses are still very active. Buzz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic virus symptoms. Take away the guesswork and get proper diagnosis and early treatment from our Valley locations before allergy symptoms arrive. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Buzz Allergy today and breathe easier.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. Yeah, it rocks. Step up to GMC with 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra light-duty models. We are professional grade GMC.
This is going to be the big one. The annual Central California Memorial Day Spa and Swim Spa show is going on this weekend at the Big Fresno Fairgrounds. 10 major brands battling it out for your business, and save 30% to 50% off retail. Over 100 in-stock hot tubs and swim spas to choose from. Now is the time to buy. Plus, take advantage of amazing payment options. The show ends this Sunday and is located at the Big Fresno Fairgrounds.
It's never happened. America has never defaulted on its debt. But John Duarte and Republicans in Congress keep pushing us closer. See, instead of making the wealthy pay their fair share, Duarte voted to take away things we depend on. Funding for education, Medicaid, even veterans' health care. All while protecting tax breaks for billionaires and big corporations. So tell John Duarte, stop pushing America into default and start looking out for us.
Tonight at Fashion Furniture, hundreds of clearance tags will be posted throughout the store with savings up to 50% on selected closeout items. And then starting tomorrow, be the first to save at the 63rd Annual Memorial Day Clearance at Fashion Furniture.
It's all on the table. We're going to talk about everything. I think I'm having my first hot flash. I feel so honored. It's sunshine on TV. It's everybody's show.
The Drew Barrymore Show, today at 2 on Ksee 24.
Sliced fresh sandwiches, poured subs.
Local news that matters. This is Ksee 24 News Sunrise.
This morning on Sunrise, 2 brothers charged with the kidnapping and murder of a family of 4 in Merced, making another court appearance.
And the California exodus is now affecting national businesses that started right here in the Valley. Where one company is planning to move, bringing their famous frozen foods with them. Ksee 24 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I'm Taryn Mitchell.
And I'm Brody Logan. Thank you for joining us. 6:33 a.m. on May 25th, right ahead of a holiday weekend. Yeah. And it's going to be a very nice holiday weekend, one you definitely probably want to stay in the Valley.
For a change, yeah. It's not going to be hot.
Right.
And it's the unofficial beginning of summer, but it's going to feel like spring. So there you go. But yeah, things are going to be fairly nice. Today, more of the same out there. Take you outside to our Valley Cam. This one outside of Tulare Outlets in Tulare. You can see the American flag waving off in the distance this morning. So there's a bit of a breeze out there. That's that cool air. It's going to help us out for temperatures. Clear skies for the most part this morning. Plenty of sunshine this afternoon. Tulare, you'll be in the low to mid 80s, just like Fresno and Visalia, but we're holding on to the 70s for Merced this afternoon. So we're close to the average of 85 for most of the valley, and we are in the upper 40s to low 50s this morning. So it is a little chilly in some parts of the valley. Up in the mountains, there's still going to be the chance of an isolated shower or storm, mainly in the Yosemite area, but those chances do increase into the weekend. So keep that in mind if you plan to head up to the mountains for the holiday. Mid 70s in Yosemite today, low 60s in Shaver Lake, and into the weekend, maybe even past the holiday weekend, we hold on to the pleasant temperatures. We'll show you that 7-day forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thousands of pounds of meth now off the streets after an elaborate drug operation involving more than a dozen agencies in the South Valley. The operation took 9 months before law enforcement moved in on the drug bust in Tulare County. 35-year-old Armando Gonzalez of Tulare, 39-year-old Carlos Bobadilla of Tulare, and 37-year-old Raj Elio Flores of Mexico are all now in custody. Officers found nearly 1,000 pounds of crystal meth, a total of 4,000 pounds of liquid meth, more than a dozen firearms, and nearly $50,000 in cash. Detectives think the drugs came in from Mexico or on their way to Sacramento County. Gonzalez and Bobadilla were booked into the Fresno County Jail.
Well, the two brothers charged with the kidnapping and murder of a Merced family of 4, including an infant, made another court appearance. Jesus Salgado is facing 4 counts of murder. That's after the bodies of 27-year-old Jasleen Kaur, 36-year-old Jasdeep Singh, 39-year-old Amadeep Singh, and 7-month-old Ruhi Diri were found in a field in Merced County. While his brother Alberto faces charges of criminal conspiracy, accessory, and destroying evidence. Well, back on Wednesday morning, the two once again appearing in a Merced courtroom. The father of the 2 victims was in attendance once again, and he's just hoping justice will be served. But the process has taken a big emotional toll on this family.
A former prison guard with the women's facility in Chowchilla is facing nearly 100 charges for rape of several female inmates. The man you see on your screen is Gregory Rodriguez. He's facing 96 total charges so far. 13 victims have been identified. Prosecutors say he started assaulting women back in 2014. Some of the charges include rape with threatening of authority and sexual battery. The Madera County District Attorney says if he is convicted, Rodriguez could face a life sentence.
Well, the nationally prominent frozen food company, Roost Foods, is moving its regional headquarters out of Dinuba back to the Lone Star State. The company, which makes products such as El Monterey frozen burritos, Tornado's chips, and Artisan Bistro frozen meals, was started in Tulare in 1964. Well, 6 years later, the items could be found in all 50 states, and in 1990, the brand moved its headquarters to Dinuba. Well, now they're once again moving to Frisco, Texas.
Ruiz Food President and CEO Dan Antonelli commented on the move, saying, as we continue to plan the next phase of our growth, we have realized the need for a centrally located regional headquarters in a larger metropolitan area. We believe selecting Frisco, Texas will allow for greater business opportunities, more efficient access to each of our facilities, and easier recruitment of talent with important skill sets, such as consumer products, IT, and marketing experience.
A North Valley State Senator is responding to a letter issued to her office by the board chair of the Madera Community Hospital. Well, they're claiming her comments about the hospital's financial future in an interview right here on Ksee 24 News was divisive and had spread misinformation. Well, the board issuing a letter to the office of Ana Caballero, and this all comes after Governor Newsom signed a bill. Well, this bill created a loan program for hospitals struggling financially. It was fast-tracked to Newsom's desk by Senator Caballero, along with Assembly member Esmeralda Soria and Assembly Speaker-elect Robert Rivas. Now, the board says the loan won't be enough to solve the financial issues in Madera, saying in part, quote, Wouldn't it be good, Senator, if we could all come together to get the hospital open? Couldn't you use your office to bring the county to the table, the city, the regulators, and etc.? Quote, to work together to get the hospital open to serve the 160,000 people in Madera County. Senator Caballero, a spokesperson, responding to the letter attacking the senator's comments that were made.
You know, I read the letter and I think that there were some hurt feelings, you know, maybe insinuating that we don't look at them as competent or whatever they're feeling. That's not our intention at all whatsoever. But yes, I mean, you know, there were some very specific requests made, and that's not what we received. And so I think that this probably could have been mitigated by a phone call.
Madera County's only hospital closed back in January after filing for bankruptcy. Well, there have since been efforts to try to get the hospital open again. The hospital claims it could take more than $50 million to do so. Ksee 24 Sunrise Time, reading 6:38.
Still ahead, a look at a citywide study to crack down on red light runners. Coming up after the break.
And we're holding on to cooler temperatures across the Central Valley. First, your 40-allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Oak, privet, and olive are the top pollens. We're in the low to medium range through Sunday. I'll show you the pleasant conditions into the holiday weekend as Ksee Sunrise continues.
No, I just...
Dr. Archer?
I want to be here to help. Our first kiss was right here.
This man is preaching hate. He is going to act on it today.
Shut down every block and find him.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. CalHope can help. Access CalHope's free and secure mental health resources today. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl that could.
Why do we shoot baskets with paper balls? For the same reason we play scratchers from the California Lottery. Because a little play can make your day.
That's for you to decide, but you should know the facts. I'm not looking to tell people what to believe or what to think. I am here to tell you two things.
Cuomo. Boy, I hesitate to say this, but I agree with Chris Cuomo.
You don't have to like the outcomes, but we have to trust the outcomes. Let's talk about all of it. This is the most in-depth and actually thoughtful conversation on this topic I've ever had. So what do you think? Vet it, weigh it, be a free agent.
Weeknights at 8, 7 Central, only on News Nation. To find News Nation, go to joinnn.com.
The Fresno Madera Long-Term Care Ombudsman Program is recruiting volunteers to advocate for seniors in licensed long-term care facilities. Your help is needed to protect residents' rights, quality of life, and care. Make a difference in the life of seniors. Sign up for the next Ombudsman training class. It could be one of the most rewarding things you've ever done. Call Valley Caregiver Resource Center at 224-9177 or visit valleycrc.org.
What if you could improve the indoor air quality in your home while saving 50 to 90% off your AC usage? Now you can with the advanced whole house fan by Quiet Cool installed by Tyson Energy Solutions, the highest rated dealer in the Valley and backed by a 15-year manufacturer warranty. Tyson Energy Solutions, locally owned and operated, serving the Central Valley since 2015. Call Tyson Energy Solutions now and feel the difference.
Life is uncertain. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
And our temperature is a little chilly in some parts of the valley this morning. Cool out there for most areas, and temperatures still pleasant this afternoon. Take you outside to show you current conditions from our Valley Cam. This one outside our Ksee 24 studios, looking off to the southeast this morning. Blue skies as we look outside our studios here out by the airport. 57 degrees this morning. Winds are northwest at 5 miles an hour, and visibility is 10 miles out at the airport this morning. Not bad to check out a baseball game tonight in downtown Fresno. Fresno Grizzlies take on, I believe, the Stockton Ports at 6:50 p.m. Chuck Chansey, Gramercy Park. 81 degrees at first pitch. There'll be a light breeze throughout the evening, and temperatures drop into the 70s after sunset. Our highs, low 80s for most of the valley today. Same deal tomorrow, seeing a few clouds here and there, but a good amount of sunshine into Saturday. A little bit warmer and then a little bit cooler on Sunday. Now, we're not expecting rain for the valley, but through the weekend, could see some showers or isolated storms in the Sierra through the holiday. We'll take a closer look at next week's forecast in a few minutes. For now, we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Ruben. The city of Fresno is mapping out a new plan to crack down on what some are calling an epidemic of red light runners, distracted drivers, and speed demons. The new plan, crafted by City Council Vice President Annalisa Perea and Councilmember Mike Carabasi, would implement a 75-day traffic study across the city. The study would find the 10 most dangerous intersections along with ways to make them safer. That could include radar signs, pedestrian stoplights, and red light cameras. 20 people involved in collisions have been killed so far this year in Fresno. That is in addition to the over 300 killed between 2017 and 2022. The City Council will be voting whether or not to conduct the study at their meeting later today.
Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer delivering his third State of the City address. Now he's refocusing on his vision on the homeless, housing, public safety, and just overall beautifying Fresno. Our Juanita Adame with more on the mayor's 40-minute message to business owners and city leaders as he gears up for a campaign to win a second term.
In his annual State of the City address,
so why do we still have a homeless problem in our city?
Mayor Jerry Dyer talked about a number of topics affecting the city of Fresno in both good and bad ways.
After hearing what you have heard today, do you believe the city of Fresno is an impoverished farm town without a vision, or a city that is on the move? I hope it is on the move.
Dyer discussed updated crime statistics and said overall crime in Fresno is down.
Year to date, property crime is down by 15%. Business burglary fell by 47%. Residential burglary fell by 29%. And auto thefts are down by 32%.
He said thanks to Measure P funding, construction will start on several new parks within the city, as well as a restoration project for Radio Park at First and Clinton.
2 years ago, there were 6 capital projects in progress related to parks, trails, and community centers. Today, that number has grown to 182 projects.
But the one issue that Dyer said has taken priority is helping the homeless population. He added that in 2 years, they've helped nearly 2,000 people find temporary or permanent housing. But no matter the effort, the situation does not seem to improve.
Some people recycle back to the streets, and more people are becoming homeless. And unfortunately, we have yet to find a long-term solution for dealing with those who are chronically homeless and facing extreme mental illness.
Juanita Adame, KC24, local news that matters.
KC24 Sunrise Time, 6:46.
And still ahead, we're checking out the Pet Gala with our very own dog walking enthusiast. You won't want to miss it. It's coming up after the break.
Play with the best. At Ksee Gold Resort and Casino, we don't just offer fun, we offer you the best. No other casino in the Central Valley rewards its guests more than we do. Only at Ksee.
What do I see on KC? I see stories of everyday people making a big difference. There is such an amazing sense of passion and drive in the people in the Central Valley. Families wanting what's best for their children, children trying to make those families proud. I see this every day in the stories we tell. I see what matters. I see local stories making an impact right here. And I invite you all to see it right here, every day on KC24 News.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you can schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
During this health crisis, your company needs to stay compliant, and HR Mobile Services can help. Big or small, we assist with human resources, infectious disease response, safety compliance, policies and procedures, and more. Call HR Mobile Services today.
Facelift.
Les Schwab tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
You've probably seen these all over the place. Some people do this with them. Others just make them really big. I'm just going to leave mine right here so you can scan it. This is the Fresno Lexus QR code. Just scan it and it will take you to our express store where you can get a firm offer on your vehicle within 3 hours from one of our agents. Dealing with a local, reputable dealer where you have options and you get to choose. You have choices at FresnoLexus.com.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
KC 24 News is always available at the new YourCentralValley.com. This is KC 24 Sunrise.
Cats and dogs rain down the runway with a Met Gala-inspired fashion at the Pet Gala this week in New York. So, of course, our dog walking forecast enthusiasts and here to judge how they did.
Well, that event was the idea of Anthony Rubio, pet couturier who emulated a dozen of the most popular designs from this year's event.
Nice sunglasses, better than mine.
So, Ruben, I know you've had a lot of, on your dog walking forecast, dogs in costumes.
Yes.
Anything this elaborate, or maybe more elaborate?
We've had dogs dress up for Independence Day.
Okay.
We've had dogs dress up for the rodeo. The Clovis Rodeo a couple weeks ago, they had the cowboy hats, and then we had Halloween ones, too.
Okay, so out of all the outfits, what has been Ruben's favorite you've ever seen on a dog?
Well, we had this pup in Visalia, who's a Dodger fan, and he always had Dodger gear on.
Oh.
So there you go.
Nice. There we go.
Well, so we just saw a Chihuahua named Kimba. All right, Chihuahua named Kimba dressed as a cat right here. We're specifically imitating Jared Leto's costume at the Met Gala as a famous cat. So there's the original.
It looks good.
His face does not change.
It kind of looks, I'd be kind of scared, actually.
Yeah.
I love Chihuahuas, so I think you did a good job.
All right, so Zoe Saldana from Drumline and plays Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy brought her dog, Livy, dressed as Selma Hayek.
Okay.
I don't know.
Cute.
That's adorable.
You think this one's cute? And
yes.
The last one, what, because the red bow?
Oh, look, yeah.
Selma Hayek. That's
there we go, yeah.
Spitting image.
Well, this dog is named Darla and showed up in her Sunday best trying to look like Rihanna. Well, did she live up to the hype?
Work.
Let's see.
She didn't work. I'm not feeling this one.
Oh, yeah.
I am feeling this. The sunglasses make the outfit right there. Look at that.
I don't know. I can't compare Rihanna to anything. She's a legend.
Wow.
I'm not comparing her. I'm just saying the glasses. That's what I like about her.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
All right, this next one puts the meta into Met Gala. It's Bagel, the sunglasses cat dressed up as Doja Cat.
This one's good.
Perfect.
This one's good.
Execution.
I like the little sparkly hat at the top.
Well, they should have had a cat be Doja Cat.
Is Doja Cat Jewish? That's kind of looks like a...
Maybe,
I don't think so.
Maybe the hat.
Where's Andrew Martin when you need him?
I don't know.
He's at Live.
Johnson's?
So we have the cat as Doja Cat. Yeah. This might be the best one because I like the sequence.
This one too.
You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember Rap Cat from the Riley commercials? Or Checkers?
Okay, yes. We had those in Florida. Yes,
Here in the West Coast, it was Riley's.
Yeah.
That reminds you of Rap Cat.
Yeah, we had Checkers Rap Cat. That is exactly what that is. Wow, that is a very obscure, very good reference from Ruben Gutierrez.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wasn't expecting you to.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It took me a second to remember. Wow, and Doja Cat with that makeup. Yeah, this is my favorite right here. So if you have a cat that you dressed up for the Met Gala at home, send it to Ruben for the dog walking.
We do accept cats every now and then, and people won't ask that, and we do accept cats, and of course, we don't reject pets in here, so whatever you want. So speaking of pets, here's today's dog. Let's show you today's dog walking forecast here. This is our friend Jinx. Thank you to Roberta for sending me this picture on my Facebook page. She sent me this on Saturday when it was National Dog Rescue Day. So this is a pup she rescued. And Jinx, we're glad you have a home. Roberta, thank you for doing that. And thank you for sending me this picture. So look for Ruben KC24 on social media. We will show your dog walking forecast pictures. And if you have a cat, send those too. And of course, during holiday special events, we ask you to dress them up and send them here. But overall, things are much more comfortable for our temperature. temperatures for today. We are in the low 50s across the Central Valley, so kind of chilly out there. 51 in Madera, 51 for Lemoore, and 52 in Visalia. Compared to 24 hours ago, it is cooler out there compared to this time yesterday, mainly Fresno County southward. Now, Merced is a little bit warmer. It's not a dramatic warm-up today. The cooling process is just slowing down. Of course, Merced County, Madera County felt the impact of the cool air first on Monday, and then everybody else will wait until yesterday, Wednesday, and now everyone's feeling the cooler temperatures for today. Live look outside to our Valley Cam, powered by Eagle Mountain Casino at the casino in Porterville. Clear skies this morning. This trough is digging in. It's going to stick around. Matter of fact, several troughs dig into California, keeping the ridge of high pressure away from us. So it's not going to be extremely hot into the holiday weekend. I know it's Memorial Day weekend. People kind of were expecting summer-like conditions. It's going to feel appropriate. It's going to feel like late spring. The only concern over the next few days, Futurecast shows those isolated showers and thunderstorms in our local mountains all the way through the holiday weekend. So if you plan to head up that way, or if you are up there, just keep that in mind. Plus, we still got that flood warning in effect for the Merced River at the Pohono Bridge until further notice. And of course, our valley temperatures will be in the 80s today. We're pretty much staying in the 80s the entire holiday weekend. Still might have a few spots in the 70s for the North Valley, and we're close to the average of 85 for everyone. If you're traveling for the holiday weekend, here's your Jerk Chancey Getaway forecast. Chance of showers and thunderstorms in Lake Tahoe and Reno this weekend. Bay Area, some fog and cloud cover in the morning hours, but a mix of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon. 50s and 60s, so still kind of cool. 60s for LA and San Diego after morning fog clears. Plenty of sunshine, and 90s for Palm Springs and Las Vegas. 7-day forecast shows we have low 80s for temperatures across the Central Valley, remain below average for this time of year. We'll be in the mid 80s for the holiday weekend, but then on the holiday, low 80s, so things look pretty good for any services out across Central California, and then we're back in the mid 80s on Wednesday. You can always check out your regional forecast any time of the day. Just go to yourcentralvalley.com to check it out. We'll be right back.
Black Market Ozempic? It's the wonder drug some are using to lose weight. But what do you get when you buy knockoffs on the black market without a prescription? Next, Inside Edition.
Inside Edition, tonight at 7 on Ksee 24.
It's all on the table. We're going to talk about everything. I think I'm having my first hot flash.
I feel so honored.
It's sunshine on TV. It's everybody's show.
The Drew Barrymore Show, today at 2 on Ksee 24.
When I think of loyalty, I think of Ginger. Ginger is an OG, not what you think. It means original gamer.
OG since '87.
She's been at Table Mountain from the very beginning. She has a history of big wins. I know. I've seen it. Machine after machine. Cha-ching! Shocker! Look who won again. Lucky day, Ginger. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Dad?
I was the lead singer.
Packing tape is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
It's Memorial Day sale going on here right now at Quality Furniture. Take advantage of our big specials. We have this beautiful bedroom set that's available in queen or king size. It has a nice LED light on the headboard. It also comes with a dresser, mirror, and a nightstand. What I like about this bedroom set, it has self-closing doors, so they close by themselves, and then the light is just a touch of a button. We have this set on sale right now for $49 a month.
Get 30 to 50% off right now with easy financing, 5 years, no interest, and no money down, with 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
Cash for Cameras is back Friday through Sunday at Horn Photo. Dig out that old camera gear hiding in your closet and turn it into cash. If you're looking to upgrade, trade in your equipment and get added value when you buy new cameras, lenses, or anything in the incredible Horn Photo selection. Special trade-up opportunities are offered by select manufacturers to really stretch your dollars. Friday through Sunday, it's Cash for Cameras at local employee-owned Horn Photo.
We do it all at Closets by Design. Closets, garage, home office, and more.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off plus free installation. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Don't let the insurance company push you around. Get a law firm that can push them around. The team at Jacoby & Myers has gotten our clients up to 10 times the insurance company's original offer. Don't settle for less. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
A garden hose is like roadside assistance. Quality matters. So join AAA, America's most recommended roadside service.
The latest conditions live. The Ksee 24 Valley Cam Network.
Here's a look at today's top stories. Officers found a total of 4,000 pounds of liquid meth, along with more than a dozen firearms and nearly $50,000 in cash. Well, detectives believe the drugs came in from Mexico and were on their way to Sacramento County. Well, two people who are supposedly responsible for this have been booked into the Fresno County Jail.
The man you see on your screens is Gregory Rodriguez, facing 96 total charges. So far, 13 victims have been identified. Prosecutors say he started assaulting women at the Women's Correctional Facility back in 2014. Some of the charges include rape with threatening of authority and sexual battery. The Madera County District Attorney says if he is convicted, Rodriguez could face a life sentence.
And we're holding on to the cool temperatures today across Central California. Take you outside first to show you a live picture from our Valley Cam. This one at Pickett Solar in Fowler. You can see Highway 99 at the center of the screen right there. And of course, we have blue skies this morning. Temperatures fairly nice for the valley, upper 40s to low 50s. And of course, some of the mountain communities, obviously in the 40s this morning. Live picture from Meadow Lakes, thanks to our Valley Cam powered by Eagle Mountain Casino there. And of course, our temperatures will be fairly comfortable this afternoon. Upper 70s in the North Valley, low 80s in the Fresno County area and for the South Valley as well. And we're going to keep this going for tomorrow. Might see a few clouds here and there. Now, each day there still might be a shower or thunderstorm in the Sierra, but we're not expecting anything for the valley floor. It's 87 on Saturday, getting warmer in certain parts of the valley. Then we start to cool off a little bit more on Sunday. We will see some clouds here and there. Not expecting any rain for the valley, but we still got that chance of showers and thunderstorms through the Sierra through Monday. So if you plan to head up there for the holiday weekend, or if you're already up there, just keep that in mind. But we are going to warm up a little bit more on Wednesday, but that's not bad as we wrap up the month of May and move forward into the month of June. And overnight lows for the most part will be in the 50s.
Oh, nice temperatures we're seeing.
Yeah, I can't. When you said, yeah, it's about to be June, I can't believe these are the temperatures and it's about to be June.
Yeah.
Right? It felt like July the past week.
Oh, man, that's so nice. All right, stay tuned for the Today Show. That's on next. We'll be back at midday.
Thursday morning, the world waking up and remembering the one and only Tina Turner.
Yeah, she was simply the best, and we're going to celebrate her remarkable life and career. It is May the 25th. This is Today. Honoring an icon, fans and friends all around the world paying tribute to the queen of rock and roll, Tina Turner, beloved for her powerhouse performances. You're simply the best. And her personal story, overcoming hardships to become one of the most successful artists of all time.
If they're still giving me awards at 81, I must have done something right.
This morning, an inside look at her legacy on and off stage. Unnoticed with no debt limit deal yet and time running out, a stark new warning about the nation's all-important credit rating. Experts saying the U.S. is on the verge of financial Armageddon, impacting everything from the world's economy to your home, car, and credit card loans. We'll break it all down. A rough rollout, a chaotic start to the Ron DeSantis presidential campaign, marred by technical glitches on Twitter.
We are kind of melting the servers.
His take on the troubled launch overnight.
It did break the Twitter space, and so we're really excited with the enthusiasm.
And the reaction from rival Donald Trump. Those stories plus memory booster, new research showing that a daily multivitamin could hold the key to a sharper mind as you age. What you need to know to pick the right one for you. Those stories plus, let's go. It's getaway day for millions of Americans hitting the roads, airports, and rails for the long holiday weekend. From good news on gas prices to what you will face at the beach, we got you covered. Today, Thursday, May 25th, 2023.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Today. It's a busy Thursday morning. Happy you're joining us. Are you ready for the long weekend?
Oh,
you're ready?
Yeah, so ready. In fact, let's just go to the beach right